All right, everybody. I got asked to do a video on this here on how to change the limbs on an Excalibur crossbow. I've got a splinter in here. I don't know if I can get my phone right. You can see there. Well, it's not really a splinter anymore. It's breaking away there. Anyway, so I'm going to show everybody how to change the limbs on an Excalibur. It's super easy to do, guys. All right, so first thing we're going to do, got a rope cocker. You're going to need a stringing aid. It's not a big deal. We'll be back and ready to go in no time here. Shorten it up so you can get it over the limbs here. There we go. Now then, we will do that. Put your hooks on, just as you normally would, just not on the string. Put them on the string changer. Pull it up, turn the safety on, remove the string, set it off to the side. I like to lay it how it's going to go back on. Now, what we'll do, we'll decock the bow. No big deal, huh? Alright. So, now we'll take this off. Put our string changer to the side. Get our tools here. Excalibur does not send you new hardware or anything, so you have to be careful not to strip these out. I start with my brace first, and basically, guys, I do these one at a time here, okay? Let me tilt this up a little bit for you. I do one side at a time. That way I can put it back together as I go here, and it don't take 10 minutes to have a new set of limbs put on this bow. Alright. Don't lose these. Gotta have those, those are your spacers. Also, don't lose the washers on the front side. I've done that before. It's not good. Alright. So there's that one. Now then, these are just a cheap set from Harbor Freight. They do a fine job for everything that I'm doing with them. Let's prop it up against my bow because I torque them down pretty heavy. Probably heavier than need be. I do have a tendency of stripping things out, so there's that. Alright, so here's this. Alright, there's a plastic washer on here, right there. Don't want to lose that either. Alright, so this limb here, you have one of these. Slide it right back on here, just like so. This limb that is a little cracked is a 65.5 deflection. The new set that I have here, one is a 70 and one is a 70.5. I'm gonna put the 70.5 on this side, and they go curved side down. So it goes just like this right here. Now, I know not everybody is gonna do this, but I do it. I recommend it religiously. Loctite. Don't be like me. Put the old limb. We will cock it back up. Put the safety on. I like to put my string back on the way it came off. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and wax my servings and my string while it's off the bow real quick. That's the way I prefer to do that. I need to tighten this up a little bit further. It's not quite tight enough to get it up all the way for the string. That's one thing, guys, you'll find out. Make sure that this dude is as tight as you can possibly get it. And it will help putting your new string on. Even when you're just changing the string, you want it tight. There it goes. That's going to be beautiful. Okay. Now, some people will say not to do this, but I've talked to several string manufacturers that say to do it, so I wax my serving as well as my string. I don't put a ton of wax on my serving now, just enough to keep it kind of sticky and lubricated, because you don't want it stretching and all messing up. Just rub it in real good. See, I like doing it off the bow because it comes out. The string loosens up a bit. Yeah, like that. And that stuff, that wax really gets in between those strands, which is what we want. And it gets in there with heat, so you can't be afraid to really get after it. Let's put that on, and see, that helps a ton. We'll put that back in its spot. Now, our brace height might be a little off because we got new limbs. We're gonna find out here in a second. I keep it at 1.5 inches on the Banshee. Yeah, it's a little higher than I typically like it, but that's okay. I got new limbs on here. And then you'll just take the string changer off, and you're good to go. Done. Okay, little follow up here from changing my limbs out just a second ago. Just checked it out. 30 yards, that's all the Banshee will want to do anyway. Don't even have to re-sight in, boys. Excalibur. That's the way to go.